All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you. It is great to be back at Rosie's Corner here on a Fish Friday. You got to come in here, get the mac and cheese with it, or the coleslaw and French fries. The way I do it, no matter how you're doing the sandwich or the entree, get everything together. Spend the extra couple dollars and bring home all of it. Mac and cheese, coleslaw, and the French fries. Rosie's Corner is available on Grubhub, on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you follow and like the pages. This place is tremendous. Pizza, pasta, hot and cold subs, and the wings. The pizza and wing combos are through the roof awesome. Gold Fever and garlic parm wings. Make sure you try those as well. And Rosie's Corner is a proud ML Sports Platter sponsor. Well, here we are in late August. We're creeping in on September as we have Major League Baseball, several weeks into the season. There's a lot of bad teams. And when you look around, you go from the Mariners to the Giants to the Angels to just a potpourri of horrible teams. It's kind of really, there's no real middle ground, right? It's kind of like really, really, really good or really, really, really bad. And so I've come up with my Super 7 rankings. Usually I do a top 5 power rankings, but today I felt a little different, felt a little creative, and I'm going to do a Super 7 of my best teams in Major League Baseball. The New York Yankees don't even make the top 5 for me. They're coming off of a series against Tampa where they were swept and looked horrific, and more injuries here on the way. The Yankees' injury situation is absolutely embarrassing. Now Stanton's out, Judge is out, LeMahieu is out, Zach Britton pulls the hamstring. Now you've got Gleyber Torres out, who may or may not miss time on the IL, and James Paxton is gone for an MRI as well and looked like garbage yesterday. He's looked like trash all year and is free agent at the end of the season. The Yankees need to let him walk right away. Obviously can't handle New York, can't get out of a big inning, and can't put people away with 2 strikes. But the Yankees, to me right now, yeah, they're a playoff team, but they're still the same old Yankees from the last couple of years. They're injury riddled, and of course they don't have enough pitching and they can't hit in the clutch. They were 1 for 21 against the Tampa Bay Rays yesterday, which is absolutely pathetic. The only guy who's hitting in the clutch right now is Luke Voit, and that is a direct signal that they need certainly Aaron Judge and DJ LeMahieu back, especially DJ LeMahieu. I think not only the best hitter on the team, but the best player on the team and the most versatile. But I don't think the Yankees are a top 5 team right now because of those reasons. I'll put them at number 7. I'm going to put the Minnesota Twins in at number 6, just ahead of the New York Yankees. I just think there's a lot of balance and versatility there. I always talk about their depth, and you look at the big boppers from Sano and Buxton and all the rest, but it's been balls in play in Rocco Baldelli style with Mitch Garver and company, and Donaldson is there now as well. They've got Gutierrez. They've just got a lot of guys who really know how to hit with 2 outs, and I'm going to go with the Minnesota Twins in there at number 6. Just enough pitching, just enough bullpen right now for Minnesota as well. Number 5 is the Chicago Cubs for me. They are leading the NL Central, and I think the second best team in the National League behind my number 1 team, and everybody knows who that is. But the Cubbies, they are playing consistent, solid baseball. They're protecting leads and have been pretty fun to watch. We know that they won the World Series just 4 years ago with that core of players, including Baez and Bryant. I still think there's a lot left in the tank for these guys, on the north side. And the pitching has been pretty good as well. Yu Darvish has been outstanding, which has helped immensely. You look at Kyle Hendricks, you look at Darvish, you look at the situation going on, of course, with the change in manager. I think with David Ross, I think it was a great move, and they're really, really playing to their manager right now, and he's just added a little oomph to that team. Give me the Cubbies at number 5. Shane Bieber and the Cleveland Indians are number 4 for me. Bieber right now 5-0 with a 1.11 ERA. Right now, he is the best pitcher in baseball. He deserves to be in the conversation with the Max Scherzer, Jacob deGrom, and Garrett Cole trio. You might as well make that a nice little quartet with Bieber. He's been fantastic, moving the ball in and out, and of course painting the corners of the strike zone. Double-digit strikeouts multiple times. He was mowing batters down again yesterday. Give me the Indians at number 4. Their offense pretty darn good as well, led by one of my favorite players in baseball, Francisco Lindor. Holy moly, Oakland Athletics. We were warned before the season, of course. Oakland, they're always a sexy team before the season. They go through the regular campaign. Next thing you know, they fall down in the playoffs. Maybe this year they won't do that. Maybe they won't run out of gas because it's only a 60-game season. But they have a ton of young pitching led by Jesus Luzardo, and Matt Chapman year in, year out is an MVP candidate. And what I like about Oakland as well, I mean, they still adopt a lot of the Billy Beane OBP home run Moneyball style of baseball. What I really like about the Oakland Athletics is they pitch and play defense. Okay, anybody who's done that in the history of the game, your win total goes up significantly. And so Oakland right now, hitting for average and power, getting their pitching, sure, but it's been consistent pitching and been consistent defense as well. And the A's are not scared of anybody. And speaking of not scared of people, Tampa Bay Rays. I've got them at number 2 right now. You look at Blake Snell. You look at when they get a full capacity of pitching to add to the 1-2 punch of Blake Snell and Tyler Glasnow. The lineup isn't really that good, but they have just hit. They've gotten the big hit at big times. Brandon Lowe and company, they've been terrific. And G-Man Choi. I mean, you look up and down that order, and Austin Meadows, and they just don't have names like Bryce Harper and Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis or Ronald Acuna Jr. or Aaron Judge, or Frankie Lindor. Or a Cody Bellinger or a Yelich, but they've got big-time hitters in terms of who they are and how they win. And much like really, really good managers across the board on this list, I mentioned David Ross a little earlier of the Chicago Cubs. There's no team that plays to their manager more than Kevin Cash and the Tampa Bay Rays. These guys love playing for this guy. If you talk to people in and around Tampa, I've had Mark Topkin on, the Rays beat man, for a long, long time. And he always raves about Kevin Cash and what kind of an influence he has had on this Tampa club. So I'm going to go Tampa number 2. And number 1, I mean, there's no other team to me. Right now, it's the LA Dodgers and everybody else. It's just a matter of if LA can make it happen in the postseason. As we know, the last several years, while they've won multiple NL West division titles in a row, something seems to happen. Like last year, of course, Clayton Kershaw, they've got the lead. He gives up the big bomb to Kendrick. The year before that. The Dodgers have spent over $1 billion the last 4 or 5 years on payroll. We know they have Walker Buehler. We know that Clayton Kershaw right now is pitching out of his mind. We know that the bullpen's been good enough this year compared to last year at this time. I know a different season, different amount of games, but they've been pretty good so far, and we know that order has been absolutely crazy good. Even Cody Bellinger down a bit from an MVP form. Justin Turner killing you. Seager can kill you. You look at all the youngsters on that team as well. And the addition of Mookie Betts. I mean, Mookie Betts is an absolute joy to watch, an all-time type player, generational type player, 5-tool guy, hits for average, hits for power, runs like an antelope, and, of course, throws it with a great arm. Remember that throw earlier this year from the corner, and has a great glove. So LA right now, to me, is the best team. They're the most versatile. They're the most balanced. They're built up the middle. They have everything. And as far as holes go, because the bullpen's been pitching well enough, I can't even pick a hole. The LA Dodgers, the best team in baseball. Dodgers, Rays, A's, Indians, Cubs, Twins, and Yankees. That's my MLB Super 7. I'm Mike Lindsley here, 9 Minutes with Me on Facebook, IGTV, and on YouTube. Make sure you get on down here to Rosie's Corner. Mention the ML Sports Platter. Pizza, wings, pasta, hot and cold subs, and more. And today, it's a holiday here every Friday. They've, of course, got the fish with a sandwich or the entree, the mac and cheese, coleslaw, and french fries. You pick, pair it up, and enjoy your lunch or dinner here at Rosie's. Make sure you follow them on Instagram, like them on Facebook. They're also available on Grubhub as well. And you can download and subscribe to my podcast. It's called the ML Sports Platter. All over the major platforms, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, as well as Stitcher and Deezer, and anywhere else you get your podcasts. Make sure you download, subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and that feedback. It does help an awful lot. And hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports. Thanks to Jason and Jody and the gang for having me here at Rosie's. Make sure you stop into the cooler as well. The mac salad, the potato salad, your garden salad, your chicken garden salad, and of course all the refreshments with your Pepsi products, Gatorades, all the iced teas, and a heck of a lot more. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.